Public transport system, it's good. It's a little bit slow. Sometimes it's behind time and can add up in money, like because the bus swipes are like $20.
It has its pros and cons. So the city rails quite on time, but the city buses sucks.
Horrible. They're late, they're not coming on time. Sometimes they're early and they're so expensive.
It's annoying when you don't have a seat, but it's not too bad as long as you don't mind the smell of some people and whatnot.
The Opal card is a new transit proximity ticket that basically works like an electronic purse. So it enables people to purchase journeys on all modes of transportation in Sydney, so rail and ferry and bus and on the tram, and to change modes and get charged on the same card. And it also provides an upper cap on how much people travel a week.
I do not have an Opal card. The only problem is I don't know how much it's going to charge me each time, and I generally do get a day return ticket.
Well, I guess the My Multi as it is pretty good. So I mean, if it's like significantly more expensive, I guess there's no really any benefit to get the Opal then. Depends how much more expensive.
Only if they were the same conditions we have now.
We travel all day for $2.50, buses, trains and ferries.
I hope it's cheaper because I think it should be for people who use the train heaps.
Yeah, Australia's expensive.
So one of the things that Opal does is it applies what they call an 8-trip cap, but the cap only applies to an individual mode within that time period. So if you make both a rail and a bus journey within the period, then you will end up paying a greater amount than were it just on rail or just on bus. Because Opal adds up the fares of the individual modes used, rather than looking at the full journey, the impact on people who use like a bus and a train, or a bus, a train and a ferry, will be disproportionately much greater. So whereas in the past you might just get a My Multi for a week and just use it, and it doesn't matter how many times you change between buses and trains, Opal will add up all those individual components. And the net result is that someone who was on a zone-based ticket will end up paying 30%, even more than the 30% fare increase as a result of going to Opal.
This is one of the most confusing things in Opal. So how this thing, there's trips and there's journeys. So as I understand it, a trip is every single time you board a bus or a train or something. You actually need to get 8 journeys, which are combinations of these for it to count. So if you board a bus and a train and the train and the bus again in the evening, that's only 2 journeys, not 4. The thing basically is the base fare in Opal is more than it is right now. So if I use Travel 10s for buses or ferries, then using 1 journey of your Travel 10 actually costs less than Opal. So until you hit that 8-day mark, you basically are paying more with the Opal, and only after that does it flatten off. So you get this funny curve, basically. It's like a pyramid. So Opal goes up higher, and then it flattens off, whereas with Travel 10s, you always pay the same every single day, so it just goes up like this. There actually are almost no government figures. The only figure they've released is that 7% will pay more, but we have no information at all about what the 7% is and how they figured it. According to my site's latest figures, around 60% will pay more.
If things don't change with how the Opal card is structured at the moment, so making no allowance for geography or time, just applying a weekly cap, then I think it certainly takes Sydney back a long way. It's since been realised that it's essential for any big metropolis that you can't move people without it because private cars are simply too inefficient.
I think it's really fancy, like you just tap it, right? I think it sounds so cool, like I can't wait to get mine.
I don't care what it's called, as long as it's a good ticket.
Oh, finally, Australia just developed themselves.